What's going on with it, y'all, man? It's Maya back here with a video, and you clicked on this video today because you want a better life. You didn't click on this video because you wanted more discipline, but getting more discipline is just the vehicle that you have to travel in to get a better life. And I named this little segment here today, Think Like a Baby and Take Action. So, one of the first things that you want to do if you want to start learning about discipline is you got to believe that what you want to do is possible. Because if you don't believe what you can do is possible, then you already lost. You already defeated. You already out the game. So after that, after you figured out that what you want to do is possible, if someone else has already done that, then you know you can accomplish it too. So you don't gotta sit up here and act like it's impossible for you to do it. It's gonna be hard. Certain situations gonna be harder than you than the person that's ahead of you, but you still can get there. And then after that, you got to figure out what you got to learn. What do you have to learn to reach this new goal? So, like an example, when I wanted to learn how to play the guitar, I wanted to be a solo guitarist. So I was like, what do I need to learn how to do to be a solo guitarist? And I looked up to the people that was better than me at guitar, and I said, what did you do? How did you become this good? And he said you got to build up your dexterity in your fingers, and you got to know how to do individual movements better with your fingers. And they gave me this simple drill that I practice every day. I didn't practice anything else until I mastered that drill. So figure out what you need to do. And then if you can't find a person that's already done what you're trying to do, you can watch it online, you can read about it, you can watch videos like this, what I'm doing. Find somebody, learn the history of another successful person. Okay, so now this is the main part right here. Thinking like a baby. Babies, babies are savages, man. Babies, they don't care, man. Babies do what they want to do, man. If a baby sees somebody doing something, somebody talking, a baby in their head thinking like, oh, come Google Gaga, they making up their own language because they like how they talk like that. I want to learn how to talk like that. So they just start doing stuff. Babies, babies have a flawless execution plans. They execute the best in the world. You know why? Because babies don't care. Babies learn by doing. If a baby don't know how to do something, guess what? The baby just gonna start doing stuff. Baby don't know how to walk, baby gonna be getting up, falling and crawling. They copy examples of successful people. Babies look at, okay, this person right here has something I want. They know how to do exactly what I want to learn how to do. So therefore, they hit it up and they do it. And guess what else babies do? They never give up. Babies will fall down 100 times before they learn how to walk. You know, they learn how to crawl first, they learn how to walk, and then they start running all over the place. So babies, they never give up, and you got to get the baby mentality to never give up. And then you know what else babies got? They don't have fear of failure. A baby ain't worried about somebody laughing at them, making fun of them if they mess up words when they learn a language. If they trying to walk and they fall down the stairs and bust their head open. Babies don't care. They're gonna cry and they're gonna say, "Man, I gotta do that again. I gotta bust my head open again," and they're gonna keep doing it. They're not gonna stop. So, having said that, don't ever give up. Success is repetition. You see that little rat down there with that helmet on his head, looking at that cheese? Like, man, I saw the homie get killed, but I got to get that cheese, man. I'm hungry. So if you want to get that cheese and you're hungry, you got to be like that rat right there. So once you got the baby mentality, you start practicing, getting your repetition up. Boom, challenges come. Now this is the part where it's gonna make you or break you how you deal with these roadblocks and these challenges. So the roadblocks and the challenges, you need to like seek out some advice, some help to push through that. Have someone be an accountability partner for you, because it's easy to start having doubt and fear creep in. Because when the fear and the doubt creeps into your mind, into your soul, you're gonna be defeated. There's nothing to it. It's not gonna happen for you. So you gotta learn how to deal with this fear and this pain. And the unknown is why stuff is so scary. The pain of something being not knowing what's gonna happen is what really scares you. Like, take this right here for an example. If you wanted to write a book and you started writing your book, and throughout the time you're writing the book, you say, man, this is a tall task. I don't know if I could finish. And then you're going to look back and say, man, instead of me trying to write this book, I could have been watching Game of Thrones, or I could have been taking a nap, or I could have been playing some video games, or doing something stupid that's not going to get you to where you want to go, because the time is going to pass by regardless. So if you fear scared of wasting time, then don't waste your time. If you say you're going to do something, then finish it. And that's all you got to do, because fear is a thought. It's not a thought. I mean, it's not a thought, it's an emotion, so use people say, I feel scared. I felt scared at that time. It was an emotion that came over them. They weren't thinking, I need to be scared right now. It just happened. It's an emotion that you got to get under control, and it's something that can be controlled. And we're always going to have fear. I'm not saying you're not going to be scared to do things, but it's learning how to get up out of that being scared and pushing through that fear. And it's kind of almost like you got to just do it. You got to be like the baby. That's why this is called Think Like a Baby, because babies, they don't have the fear. They just do it. So I want to wrap this up here pretty quick. And I just want you to know that while doing this, you need to remember why you need to be more self-disciplined, and what are you doing this for? Seeing the end result of the future of this is why you're doing it. So, and you got to keep that in the back of your mind too, because if you stop seeing the end result, then you start losing motivation too. You start losing motivation when you don't see the end result. So sell yourself the emotion of accomplishment. So what I mean by selling yourself the emotion of accomplishment is, just think about this right here. If you want to get a fancy car, right, or some nice shoes, you can go get some cheap shoes and they'll do the exact same thing that a fancy car or some nice shoes. They're gonna get you to point A to point B. But getting the status one is gonna boost you above the people that are around you. It's gonna give you a feeling. It's gonna give you that emotion. Emotion is a feeling. It's gonna give you a feeling. You're gonna feel great. You're gonna feel good about it. You're gonna say, look what I got. I got something that most people want to have. So it's not that you're buying a Benz, you're buying the status that people say the Benz brings. Or if you bought some Gucci or whatever, it's bringing that status to you. It's a feeling. That's what you're paying for. You're paying for the feeling. You're really not paying for the Gucci shoes. You're paying for the feeling that you want to have of feeling more accomplished or above certain people or whatever, however you want to think about it. But at the end of this, if you can think like a baby, believe that everything is possible, never give up, constant just persistence and repetition, and not giving up when those roadblocks come in, and dealing with fear and doubt and pushing through it, and remember why you're doing this, you're going to be successful. It's just going to take time. So don't give up and don't quit. You can find me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. Zamaya Isaiah. Get at me.